A very high-profile source. The receipts that we just got on Mendeecees, we all knew when he was on Love and Hip Hop and he was talking about Yandy wasn't taking care of her wifely duty and she would rather work than take care of him. His ego was bruised because, you know, he was kind of limited at what he could do. He was used to being a dope boy that was wanted by everybody, and now Yandy don't really need this nigga. And so this is the type of nigga here that needs women to make him feel like a man because he is shaped and talks just like a female. What y'all think Yandy gonna say to this? Is she gonna say she sent the receipts? He was talking to me. We was role playing. Get him.
Hold on a minute. Did Mendes just get caught in the moment with audio leaks, sultry direct messages, and a confession so explosive it could destroy his entire brand? Tasha K entered the chat, and this time she didn't drink any tea. Instead, she threw gasoline on it and watched as everything burned. Let's face it, people usually have side-eyed Mendes, but this disaster is something else. Fans commented, "That's definitely him," after seeing a confession, a voice that sounded too perfect, a naked finger where a ring should be, and private messages to a lady who is obviously not Yandandy. Like it was an episode of To Catch a Cheater. Was it a deepfake experiment gone wrong? Was it AI manipulation, or was Mendes just another LHH star who underestimated the power of the screenshot? Because this voice note is way too real to be fiction, and Tasha K isn't playing. She came with proof that is so intimate and raw that it could tear apart Andy's whole reality. So get ready for what could be the moment that Black Love is finally revealed for the fairy tale. Guess again? What just went viral on Tasha K's stream wasn't a small-scale retort. Rather, it was a full-scale digital murder, with Love and Hip Hop's own recovered bad boy Mendeecees at its core. This time, there is no post-production magic, no protective narrative, and no Mona Scott safety net to hide behind. Instead, Harris, the same guy who used to sell us growth, change, and loyalty, is being dragged like a deleted scene that never made the final cut, right next to Yandy Smith like he was the damn poster child for second chances. Let's go back a little since it's real and filthy. Tasha K, who was notorious for dropping bombs without notice, hinted at a big scandal. "This isn't clickbait," she teased. "This one's gonna hit home." Fans assumed it might be another Cardi B incident or a YouTube meltdown. But no, she had been saving all of her ammunition for Mendes. And when she went live, she almost canceled him. Instead of the usual blurry receipts, she sent him high-quality, no-denial messages between Mendeecees and an unidentified woman who was allegedly from North Carolina. The tone was thirsty, and he didn't even use the word "I'm all yours." If the leak had stopped there, people might have dismissed it as a troll account. But then the audio clip appeared. And that's when things really got started. The voice memo that was broadcast live sounded exactly like Mendeecees talking slowly, smoothly, and sensuously about how most attractive women can't handle real men, and how this new chick had something rare. Viewers instantly froze the pacing of the screen. "And I need you." Not exactly husband energy. And oh, he just happened to be ringless during his Rich Dolls appearance. Coincidence. When the woman forwarded the direct messages to Tasha, Mendes allegedly discovered her account and immediately blocked her. And yes, Tasha displayed the time-stamped, sealed, and screen-recorded moment it happened. The tone and inflection were similar to hearing a guilty man mid-suction, even if you didn't want to believe it. Now, let's not act like men. DC's past is filled with serious drug arrests, yet he was always spotless. People forgave him for his jail time drama with multiple women because they wanted to believe in transformation. But now that Redemption's story has hit a brick wall and been destroyed, and where is Yandandy through all of this chaos? Her silence is deafening. She hasn't liked a post, left a comment, or even sent a cryptic tweet, and we all know what that means. Either she's been hiding this truth for a long time and doesn't want to go public yet, or she's been sitting on it for a long time and doesn't want to come out yet. Either way, it's bad and real. Keep in mind that isn't his first time dealing with suspicion. Scant timelines and rumors that no one wanted to follow back then led people to claim that he had changed. Now, it appears that the change was made for the cameras, but social media is currently out of control. And just when things couldn't get any messier, Mama D decided to veer into the drama by posting enigmatic statements like, "The truth always comes to light." People quickly said, "Ma'am, go home." However, since chaos calls and everyone loves to stir things up, the entire situation began to unfold like a bootleg reunion special with no commercial breaks. Hazy images and dubious responses, grainy voice notes, and people claiming to have seen guys in DCs acting recklessly in different zip codes. One fan even posted this in the comments: "I saw him at a lounge in Atlanta last month, cozy in a booth with a red bone that was definitely not Yandandy." The vibe was off, no photos, no video. But when people already have smoke in their chest, that one little story turns into a wildfire. And this fire is spreading like gasoline in a group chat. People are now binge-watching old Love and Hip Hop clips, zooming in like detectives. Did Yandy look upset here? Was Mendes avoiding eye contact in that scene? It's turned into a TikTok-style cold case, with fans dissecting facial expressions like forensic evidence. Here's where it flips on its head, boss. A few months ago, Mendes went on record, stating how difficult it is to move past a shady past when everyone keeps throwing it back in your face. If what we're witnessing is genuine, then Tasha K's messy Instagram Live was just a preview of the upcoming real show, and it might just blow up everything we thought we knew about the ride-or-die love story they've been selling since season 1. Yes, a whole movement just blew up overnight. Fans are using the hashtag to drag everything from Mendes' storyline to Yandy's ride-or-die image, even criticizing VH1's editing techniques. Damn Menses, perhaps they were onto something, because if what we're witnessing is genuine, you didn't just backslide. You did a cannonball into old habits and dragged Yandandy through the mess. Thousands of people have signed online petitions calling for Mendes to be permanently removed from the show, while others are calling for a full-fledged tell-all special hosted by someone unbothered and messy. The majority of votes are going to Funky Denva or Jason Lee, after one viral TikTok claimed they cut out every red flag like it was a blooper reel. We were played. Fans are mocking the creators on Twitter, posting things like Mona built a soap opera and forgot her cast has Wi-Fi. And it doesn't end there, because now Yanda's silence is beginning to take the form of strategy. Every day, she shares a vague quote, a gospel song, or a Bible verse, and the comment section becomes a battleground. One follower wrote, "You better not forgive him on camera. We stand with you until season 15, then we're logging out." Another sis, "Go Beyonce on him, drop a revenge brand deal, a diss track, and a divorce all in the same week." Even celebrities are joining in, with K. Michelle going live and saying, "I told y'all years ago some of these LHH men were fake faithful. Don't get me started." She didn't give names, but as you are already aware, the internet did it for her. Then, in yet another narrative twist, Tasha K returns with another audio message, this time referring to a phone conversation that is purported to have occurred between Men's, and Yandy doesn't have to know what's understood, doesn't have to be explained. He is heard saying about an unidentified woman. Boss, that line alone has fans yelling. People have created skits, slow-motion edits, and dramatic music, and the caption trend is, "When you date a Love and Hip Hop villain, the damage is deep." This isn't just a cheating scandal, it's a cultural reversal. Mendes was meant to be a redemption arc, but now he's the model for what not to trust in a rebrand, and Yandandy is balancing a tightrope. If she makes the wrong move, whether it's taking him back or speaking too soon, she could lose the very support that's keeping her brand alive. However, the part that no one is prepared for is that this story isn't finished, because sources close to production say Tasha K isn't the only one sitting on receipts. Another gossip blogger going by the handle Lipstick Bandit just hinted at a leaked clip purportedly from a Love and Hip Hop scene that never aired. According to her, it shows Yandy confronting Mendes in a producer's office, sobbing, screaming, and threatening to leave the show if they didn't tell the truth. If the clip is real, it could finally blow this whole thing apart, because at this point, boss, the only thing faker than the show is the loyalty they tried to sell us. Stay tuned, because the next episode might be the last straw. Would you like me to assist in turning this final segment into a dramatic outro monologue for your voice? The drama didn't just spill this time. It erupted in real time, leaving Yandi scrambling to pick up the stray digital debris. Mendeecees, let's now discuss the elephant tap dancing in the room. There is a deafening social media blackout with no posts, comments, or videos. But if you know the internet, you know that quiet is louder than confessions, and you're absolutely correct. Mama D enters the fray with a side smirk comment that reads, "Let the truth shine, baby." She didn't name drop, but come on. She flung harsh criticism at bogus couples that live in deception just before tagging Tasha K. Her admirers were divided. Some praised her for her bravery, while others criticized her for being dirty. "You just aren't the one who broke the tea," was one of the top comments. Another said, "Stop throwing stones from your glass mansion. Focus on your own circus." It was delicious, unfiltered chaos. At the same time, Rashida and Kirk thought it would be ideal to share a funny video of themselves holding hands online with the remark, "Real love wins, boss." The internet dragged them. Kirk said, "Buy one, get one free today." Another person clapped back, "You insert season 5 cheat clip?" So now we have Mendeecees missing in action. Fans are becoming fully fledged digital detectives as a result of Yondandi's depressing posts about Mama D narrating as if it were a soap opera. And let's not forget about the unexpected ex-girlfriend. Yes, a woman who says she was with Mendeecees before Yandy showed up as a narrative shock by declaring, "He ain't changed, y'all just didn't notice." She shared hazy but stunning photos, one of which featured a man who appeared to be in his 30s drinking wine in a hot tub in 2015. She captioned the photo with a date stamp. "Stripes don't change, they fade and return." She wasn't lying when she said that the chronology became a battlefield meme. Fan ideas about TikTok think pieces. Some people even believe that this is being done by Mona Scott Young to increase the number of viewers. "Wouldn't be shocked if Mona made this up and got Kirk acting loyal again," one widely shared tweet said. "Now that it seems like nothing is off limits, anything is possible." Voice notes, leaked messages, and anonymous sources fans are tired of Mendeecees' silence and want answers as everything spirals into a massive issue that is directly targeting his reputation. A YouTube apology, a sit down with the Shade Room, or even a screenshot from the Notes app would work. But nope, crickets. And that silence is fuel on the fire, because when people don't find closure, they write their own stories. At the moment, every blog, fan page, and comment section is creating a version of Mendeecees' guilt as hell. And the part that really hurts is that everyone wanted to believe in him. The man got out of prison, came home, hugged his children, and stood by Yandy. He was the redemption story. However, this shattered that fairy tale, and the fallout is happening. The voice note is essentially an R&B remix on TikTok. But this isn't just an online mess anymore. It's a full-blown brand destruction, and Mendeecees is in the middle. Let's talk about the impact since Tasha K's Scorched Earth Live. Brands that once adored the image of the reformed hustler turned family man have quietly removed Mendeecees from their Instagram overnight without making a statement. The reason for this is that no brand wants to be seen embracing a scandal, and VH1 is reportedly in a panic. Producers are scrambling because they didn't anticipate to go off script. Tasha outpaced Mona in speed. Translation: the reality show was overtaken by real life. And Mona Scott Young is upset that behind-the-scenes damage control meetings are taking place because fans are accusing the entire franchise of selling a phony love story. They're coming for Mona, producers, everyone, and that popular hashtag. Boss, it's brutal. Mendeecees talks about ending his life on the streets while clandestinely establishing a DM empire. One old clip from 2021 has gone viral, saying, "I'm focused on my family. Nothing else matters except shorties in North Carolina." Apparently, that's awful. But now the legal drama starts. According to those close to Yandi, she is genuinely considering a legal separation, since it may harm her brand deals, parenting rights, and financial empire, not simply because of treachery. She has created enterprises on their family's reputation, So if his misbehavior starts to cost her money, it is a liability rather than pain. If she files citing public reputation damage, she may get full brand rights and major compensation, tweeted one entertainment lawyer. Translation: what happens to Mendeecees? He can't play the underdog this time. If she walks now, she walks rich. We've seen that episode, and while he's planning a comeback, Yandandi is already 10 steps ahead of him. According to sources, she's working with a crisis PR team and legal advisors. One insider leaked, "She's moving smart. This is her chance to break away without breaking her brand." This time, however, he is the system of manipulation, lies, and betrayal. To make matters worse, an ex from years ago appeared, claiming that he's always been cunning. She even posted a video like she was dropping a teaser. And guess who just followed her? Tasha K. She's thinking long-term that this could lead to spin-off picture while Mendeecees sinks. Another person said, "That's how you weaponize a controversy." And Yandi goes from being a betrayed wife to being a mogul, a silent partner to the star of her own business. And Mona Scott-Young is already planning her next move. Allegedly, she wants to turn this disaster into the centerpiece of next season. She's pushing Yandandi to open up on camera, maybe even confront Mendeecees for the world to see, because Mona doesn't run from drama. Now here's the million-dollar question that's setting the internet on fire. Was this real? Or was it all a setup? Did Tasha K just pull the curtain back on a real-life cheater? Or are we watching a new generation of scripted scandals marketed as reality either way, boss? The fallout is real. Mendeecees' trust obliterated Yandandi hurt, but glowing up and Tasha K trending. Like, she just hosted Judgment Day one receipt at a time. This ain't just gossip anymore. This is cultural backlash. Fans don't see it as a cheating scandal. They see it as the final crack in the illusion, because the real question now is how much of love and hip-hop was ever real to begin with. And that question alone, that's enough to rock VH1 to its core. So now we wait. Will Mendeecees finally speak or vanish like the loyalty he promised? Will Yandi walk away from the wreckage or stay for the storyline? Will Mona Scott-Young double down and spin it into a ratings tsunami, or cut them both loose to save face? One thing's for certain, this scandal ain't dying down, it's spreading. And the internet already made its ruling. Men's fumbled the bag, the family, and the fairy tale, and that's the saga, folks. A house of lies, lust, and late-night DMs collapsed in real time. And so here's the question. Everybody's too scared to answer out loud. Was Tasha K exaggerating, or did she just say the thing Yandandi was too afraid to admit? Is Men's really a reformed man, or just another clout chaser in a family man costume? And Yandandi, is she finally ready to walk away, or will she do what so many do in this business? Stay silent for the brand you tell me, because this story ain't over. Not by a long shot, we're talking leaked voicemails. Let's dive into it. Were there really private communications, litigation, inbound brand agreements collapsing, and a lady attempting to defend her company as her man publicly destroys it? Men, when you're lighting up the comments, don't forget to like if this story left you looking at your phone and wondering, what? Do you believe the DCs on that recording were set up for a love and hip-hop twist? Should Yandandi remain or ultimately walk? This tea isn't finished brewing, and you don't want to miss the next spill. So press the notification bell and subscribe if you want more raw, brutal breakdowns like this one. This is only the first episode. Remain tuned, stay dirty, and stay aware. Because in the world of hip-hop and love, there is always one leak of the truth.